tell me what it was like when you guys didn't have a bathroom in the house, did you?
Oh, no. We had a path that went out through a gate and past the chicken house. There was a big chicken house out there, and behind the chicken house, a little outhouse. You know what an outhouse is? Well, we got one out there. It's behind the bushes, and we got to keep it because
It's different types.
it's some people collect old outhouses. You know, they're unique. And Billy Gooden just built a new one and put it out there from his house. Yeah.
Well, what is
Got
this chemical? You have to clean this one.
Yeah, I need to. But
Well, I thought that
it was a little house about that wide, about that square, and it had a door, and they always had a half moon in the door, and then it had a bench on the back with 2 holes in it, about the size of a.
Oh, you had a double seater.
Oh yes, some
lid on it.
And you had a lid on to keep the flies out and the odors, and some of them had a small one for the kids to sit on with a small hole, but every family had one. You had to, you know.
But 2 people went in at once?
Oh yeah, it was. Oh yeah, but my sister used to go together.
Go in there and tell secrets.
Yeah. You sit there and talk as long as you wanted to.
Didn't it stink?
What?
Didn't smell?
A little bit.
We had a lime bucket there.
No, we had a bucket of lime in it with a little shingle, and whenever we'd get through, we'd get a little bit of that lime and drop down in there, and it took care of the odors.
Oh.
There was a little odor, but not much.
And you didn't ever have to clean it out?
Oh yeah, Dad had to clean it out every spring. He would take the back off and clean all that out. There was a pretty good hole there. Now the new ones that the government made, we would concrete a place this deep, in this big a square, and you never had to clean them out.
Oh.
It would do away with just like a septic system.
Oh. Oh, that's his bottle.
Oh, let's see.
But weren't you scared if you had to go at night? Didn't that scare you to go out there in the dark?
Sam would always have to go at midnight, almost
You
10
had
o'clock.
to, never went alone at midnight. You had to have somebody go with you.
Sam had to go with her
Yeah.
to take the lantern.
Yeah, you had to have a buddy.
And we used to have a mean turkey, and when he'd try to get us, and we'd get in there and we
Not at
couldn't
night,
get
in the daytime.
No, in the daytime, and you'd try to get out, and he'd be waiting for you to get you.
The old turkey gobbler was that tall.
And he'd wait for you at the outhouse. And Sue Ann had to go did you have to go with her at night? When
Oh, yes, get the lantern and go out there. She just finally got that habit every night she had to go.
Yeah.
And Rick, funny thing, to do the dishes at night, Rachel and I had to take turns. One of us washed and one dried. And so when it was Rachel's time to dry them and I was washing, and she got Richard and Sue Ann to tell it. She'd tell them a story if they dry her dishes. And she made it up, you know. And she'd make it so interesting. And when the dishes was done, she says, to be continued till tomorrow night. So the whole week she had them listen to that story she made up.
Yeah, she was the ringleader. Yeah, Rachel got us in a lot of trouble.
What's he into?
Oh, it's a car key. So she was mischievous, huh?
Oh, yes, she was.
She was leader.
See, the first 4 was a year apart, the sisters. And they had a good time together. They were dating and all that. And then several years before Mom had Rachel, me, Richard, and Sue Ann. And so us 4 got in a lot of trouble. And I think Dad was kind of tired of whipping everybody. She was but Rachel got us into a lot of mischief. She was so...
She was the ringleader.
She was. And Dad made this new straw stack. Did I tell you that? But,
Tell me.
You heard that story?
No.
He made this new straw stack, and he paid a man to make it real nice so it would shed water, you know.
It shed water, but if you walked on it, the water would go all through it.
And he said, now you kids stay with that straw stack. So, straw, it's not
Straw, yeah.
there. And so one day it was kind of, we kept wondering about that straw stack. We didn't have any carnivals to go to. So Rachel said, let's go see that straw stack. Sue Ann was with us, wasn't she?
Yeah.
us four. And it was so much fun sliding in that slick straw. Oh,
It was
So-
20 feet tall.
How'd you get up there?
we
Well,
climbed up
one
there.
side sloped down gradually.
Oh.
And we could just work our way up through
And
there.
then we worried when Dad was going to see it. We knew he was going to see it and get us. So one day we seen him come from through the garden. Oh, he was mad. We said, "He seen that straw stick?" And of course, he never whipped Sue Ann, but just us three. And I slipped off and went to the spring house, and I stayed there for an hour. And I'd like to froze to death. And when I came back, I thought maybe he's settled now. So I came around. He was at the screened in porch, sitting in a rocking chair, reading the paper. He looked pretty calm. So I came in and I put my arms around him. I said, "Dad, I'm sorry I did that." He said, "You're not gonna do it anymore, are you?" And I said, "No."
So you didn't get a whipping.
But I still feel guilty. I got that whipping too.
Richard, you got a whipping.
Oh, yeah.
Richard and Rachel got the
Well,
whipping.
he had that razor strop,
He couldn't
leather,
find me.
you know, with a ring on it. He hung it on a nail. And it was leather, about that long, and flappy, you know. And he'd slap you with that on the legs, and it stung, it smarted.
You're behind.
Uh,
I could tell when he was mad. His face expression would change.
yeah.
But we needed it. A lot of kids don't get whipping anymore, and they need it.
Now, was your father? Did he have a good temper? Was he pretty? Was he pretty?
Oh, yeah. He was good natured.
Oh yes, he was really a lot of fun. He taught us to swim and ice skate, and he was in for everything funny. And Mom was sober as a judge.
Yeah.
She didn't like to go out and have fun. Your mom.
All the swim and ice skate. He was really agile, wasn't he, Richard?
Yeah. Well, your mom liked to have fun. Now he's gonna bump his head on that.
Oh, he'll be all right.
What'd you
I
say?
say, Mom was good.
Oh yes, she was good.
She was good.
She was just serious. Just serious.
She didn't whip us.
Yeah, she had a switch.
Yeah,
that didn't
one
work like
part
the razor strap.
But
Yes, she would.
just imagine trying to keep 8 kids straight.
It's a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Did she have any help?
Yes, when the 4 older girls were young, she had a woman stayed with her. Miss Boltman, and then Bernie.
Bernie Boston.
She stayed here.
She stepped upstairs.
This house only has 2 bedrooms, or only used to have only 2 bedrooms.
Upstairs, then there was one down.
Oh, okay. Where'd you all sleep?
Most of us slept upstairs. There was 2 big double beds in where the girls slept, and I slept in the same big room with Mom and Dad. So see that room upstairs as big as our living room.
Uh-huh.
You could put 3 or 4 beds in there.
And I
Sue Ann had a small bed that
Yeah.
she slept up there
and
too.
Rachel and I slept in a bed down here, a little half bed or something. I remember that, Richard.
We used to have an old folding bed too. You know what a folding bed is?
No.
It looked about like that thing there, only it was wider, and it had doors on the top and a shelf, and then you would pull something out and just pull that bed out,
Okay.
and it unfolded and had legs, and you'd set it down, and all the springs and all the bed covers were there.
Oh. So you just put it back up in the morning.
You know, you just picked it up and folded it up.
Sing me that song.
What?
Sing that song my mother got.
I got a mother-in-law, she is dead. She got caught in the folding bed. Boom, boom, boom.
Ever
Since my mother-in-law's been dead, all the neighbors have been after me to buy that folding bed, for they'd rather not have mother-in-law instead.
Our cousin was in Boy Scouts, and he taught us all
He
those
taught
silly
that in Boy Scouts.